Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and in this video I will show you how can you query multiple PDFs and get your questions answered. And this thing we are doing using LlamaIndex and Azure OpenAI as our OpenAI model. So the one thing which I am curious to tell you is about the breaking changes. So you must have already seen this video on my channel, but that was done long back and things are not working as expected because recently so many things have changed in terms of library, in terms of packages. So it is difficult for you to run your existing code, and that's the reason I am here with the same code but to explain you how you can handle those breaking changes. So with that, let's have a quick look at the source code which we have written earlier as well. Okay, so the one thing which you have done in past is I'm so sorry. Okay, so you must have imported or installed only these packages, but now going ahead, just installing LlamaIndex is not going to work. You have to install two additional packages, which is LlamaIndex LLMs Azure OpenAI and LlamaIndex embedding Azure OpenAI. So once you have installed this, what you can do is you are good to go ahead and use your Azure OpenAI. And next thing I'm using here is .env values, because I'm not hard coding anything here. I'm just pushing all my configuration related stuff in my config.env file, which is stored locally in the same directory. And these configuration settings like key, endpoint, version, configuration, the deployment name, all these things I'm reading from this particular file. So using those credits, we are constructing two objects. One is for LLM, which is using Azure OpenAI, and another one is for embedding. So Azure OpenAI embedding is the class which we are using. And before I proceed further, if you're not sure how to gain these values or how to push these values in your configuration, what you need to do is you need to go to Azure portal and create an instance of Azure OpenAI. So once your instance is deployed, you will be able to see all these values over there. So I simply grab these values from there. Next thing is you need to read the document and then index it. So if you are using earlier code, definitely you must have not used this code here. So core is the one which got recently added in last few months. So make sure that if your code is not working, you are appending .core at the end of LlamaIndex. And once that is done, you are good to go with your existing code as well. So what we are doing here is I'm using this particular file, which is from Contoso Electronics, the sample file which is available over the internet and you can grab it. So this is the PDF which is having few pages, like 4 pages, and I'm going to ask question to this PDF. So this PDF I have pushed it in the data folder, so that's the reason I am reading directory. And if you have multiple PDFs, you can push all those PDFs in the same directory. Okay, so once we have the list of documents, we need to index those. So for that, we are using vector store index, and it is going to do everything in memory. So let's say if you are again calling this application or running this application, then you have to re-index your data. Okay, again, point here is if you want to see how you can save your index data, then you have to check my video which I have already created some time back. But the purpose of this video to just highlight what are the things which you need to change in order to make your things working. And next thing which was introduced lately is this settings. So again, you can see it is a part of .core. And once you have this settings object, you can assign your LLM and the embedding model to it. So I'm going to execute this cell as well. Now rest all things will still be the same. It was just the 3 breaking changes which happened. And now if I will go ahead and execute this query, what all fitness activities are covered as perks. So I need to just say index dot as query engine, and it will go ahead and execute your query. So this is the output which you will see. And this is exactly coming from the PDF which we just indexed. And if you want to see the data sources, because let's say if you're having multiple PDFs or multiple documents, so in that case you may be interested in knowing the source of your information. So you can just say get formatted sources, and it will tell you everything about the response, like from where that response was grabbed. So this is how it is, and let me summarize it once again. So the 3 things which you need to do is make sure that you are installing LlamaIndex LLMs, Azure OpenAI, and LlamaIndex embeddings, Azure OpenAI, if you want to use Azure OpenAI. Then the second thing is you need to put code here, which was earlier missing. And the third thing is you need to construct the settings object and associate your LLM and the embedding model to it. So that's all you need to do, and you will have your application up and running once again. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and do let me know in comments what all things are not working and which have changed recently, and I will try to come up with the videos on that. Thanks for watching.